Let's give it a fresh reload. Right, so I'm going to be going through this without a wallet. It should be on default. Okay. We want to try the patrols demo. We'll go in with the level 1 to 3. All right, so we got our team of 3 heroes. And if you click on any of these information icons, it'll bring up all the heroes and enemies in the combat. So if we want to look at the one we have right now, it's got some skills. We call these codex skills. There's only 6 hero classes that have them available right now. We'll cover those after the match. But this knight has one called Mighty Strike. And he's got active skills and passive skills on the back of the card on the Genes tab. And if we look here, you can see all of them under traits. So Explosion, we hover over it here. Oh, hey Toon, hey Ren10. I'll be going over your infographic shortly. If we go to Explosion, so you can read over what it does here. But basically it's going to do damage to the enemy. So if you hit the enemy in the middle, it'll do splash damage to the enemies around it. So typically better to use Explosion on the enemy in the middle. Blinding Winds will do damage and has a chance to blind the enemy. And then now the next 2 are passive, so you don't have to use them. They're just active always. Clear Vision will increase my resistance. Okay. And Clutch will increase damage dealt when my HP is below 25%. And if we look at the enemies, you can see what resistance they have. But it looks like in the level 1 patrol, they all have 2% roughly. And in the level 1 to 3 patrols, that Grifter will be probably the most challenging enemy, especially if you end up fighting 3 in a row in the same fight. And why is that? Well, he does party damage to your team. So he hits all of your heroes. Let's go ahead and pop off an explosion on the center. Alright, taking some damage. And if you hit battle logs, you can always take a look at what happened each round, in case you need to plan some things out. More handy in PvP especially. And of course the priest, we got a healing skill. And let's look at what else we have. I think in the demo they're giving you the same team. Poison Blade, heal. It says heal. I see cleanse. Okay, well, cleanse will not heal you, but it'll get rid of any status effect. Poison Blade is like Blinding Winds, except it has a chance to poison. Foresight is a passive that'll boost your evasion, so your chance to dodge. And I believe resistance to fear. I think fear makes you take more damage. I think they changed that to menace. I'm not going to go through the whole patrol, but just covering some of the basics, especially some of the useful things you can look at, like this menu here, and looking at the different stats, like your physical accuracy, your magical accuracy. We don't have secondary arms on this hero. Yeah, I noticed that too. I'll let them know, ToonFed. And yeah, we'll have to look at fear on another part of the screen too. Maybe it's just that way in the demo. But I thought they changed it to menace. Menace is an advanced passive trait. Yeah, we'll go ahead and close out the demo there. You can go through the whole thing if you would like. Maybe we'll jump right over into the infographic Ren10 made and look at what dropped from the patrols. They have 3 difficulties. pull it up here one more time. It would be in the registry. That's how you get back to patrols. And we'll pull up the demo. So this is like the first difficulty stage, medium difficulty, and then the hardest stage of patrols. And if we look at the drops, they all drop Shivas runes. We even got the heroes that drop what? And the Shivas runes, they are used to level up your heroes. We do have a way to do that on all 3 realms. And in Metis right now, it's in the Docks and the Wanderer. I believe it's the Wanderer on the other realms as well. But if I was logged into a wallet, I would be able to go in there and level up a hero. And to level them up, you always need the Shivas rune. And in this stage, you get the smoke bomb out of the easy difficulty. So if you're getting new heroes, you can expect to be getting these items first. The smoke bomb is a potion, so you would find it in your inventory in the potion tab. On the Metis realm, the bazaar is basically where the trader is at the moment. I think we have plans to build other things out on this realm. At the moment, this is what we have. And potions are on the potion tab here as well. If we look for smoke bomb, or can also type it in. I guess I have to be logged in with the wallet to see the orders, but there are buy orders and sell orders. Well, no sell orders at the moment, maybe. And all of them drop gold. And I believe there's a jackpot gold bonus, which is about 5,200 gold. So if you do see that, you hit the gold jackpot in your run. And if we go here, there's a way to buy and or sell gold. The other way you would need to do it would be going to your inventory, clicking on the gold here, and there would be a bridge button. And you could send it over to Crystal Vale, where there's more liquidity to trade it, and there's also a vendor there where you can trade your gold in for level 1 weapons, and then level 3 or higher armor. But we'll go over to Crystal Vale after covering some more of these. And in the easy mode, you can get the bandana, which is an accessory. So it's a versatile equipment that can be used in PvP from level 1 to 20. I've been seeing people use that a lot. Corrupted Staff would be a weapon. So, gotta be connected to a wallet to see it, but it would be in here. And Dark Stage, similar thing. We got another weapon. And the Octohood is another accessory. And the Drowned Armor is a armor chestplate. And in Stage 3, we got a stronger sword weapon. And then we got the 2 mythic items. So these would be the most sought after, lowest drop rate items. So if you see purple banner, that means it's anything with all purple is mythic. That's our highest rarity. So that is as high as they go at the moment. Blue is rare. And as far as equipment goes, we have blue and purple at the moment. And the vendor gear, though, is gray. But as far as droppable equipment, everything is rare to mythic at the moment. Covered those. Okay, we'll go back to the onboarding. So if you came to the Sunder Isle realm on Metis, you would click on the docks, the onboarding. Yeah, the game is good, Martin and Renpen. Okay, so on ramps, we have Halliday, which is also our partner mobile wallet. So if you wanted to look into that, it would be most useful if you're on mobile devices and want to play in landscape. And it also has a social login feature. You don't have to continue moving. If you do use other devices and wallets, you wouldn't have to keep moving your seed phrase. You could use your social login with Halliday. The Hercules is a decentralized dex choice of the Metis realm. So that's where we have our jewel liquidity, where you can swap jewel and Metis around. Mexi is a centralized exchange that has the jewel token listed. And I'm not sure if they have Metis, but some of the Metis exchanges are listed here. And I do know Metis is on Coinbase, but they only have a withdrawal chain to Ethereum on Coinbase. So if you use Metis on an exchange, make sure you withdraw it to the Metis chain, not Ethereum chain. And let's see. Okay, so if you wanted to obtain heroes right on this realm, you would go to the barkeep, buy some heroes. Yeah, well, they would be in Jewel. It's probably because I'm not logged into a wallet at the moment. But we have 6 classes that have the combat abilities that are out right now. That's these 6, the Warrior, Knight, Archer, Priest, Berserker, Seer. We'll give that a filter. And if you wanted to look through these tabs, this last tab would tell you if the heroes have anything special on them from when they were summoned. For patrols or PvP at level 1, it seems a lesser might stone or other might stones are the most useful because they provide strength. And at level 1, having more strength means you can equip stronger weapons. But other than that, when you're looking through here, you could look at the strength of the heroes, you could look at the traits they have, and see what you want to test out and play with. And then the other way to get those heroes would be, we would have to go to the Crystal Vale realm. Let's go there now. It's also a tutorial in the Crystal Vale realm, but it wouldn't be the same as patrols. Now what we want to do is go to the tavern. That's where the barkeep is here. On Metis, the barkeep is at the docks. Oh no, the agent, actually. So they changed the name. You could do the same thing here. Saves my presets when I switch the chain. That's nice. I still have them filtered in. And there would be a different selection of heroes on Crystal Vale compared to what's on the Metis chain. Crystal Vale is the currently largest realm of where the assets are, the liquidity is, and most of the players are doing things. And if you ever get into summoning or hatching eggs, a lot of that's done on Serendale, which is on the Kaya blockchain at the moment. We'll go back to Crystal Vale. So if you did bridge your gold over here, you could go to the marketplace, go to the weaponsmith. Okay. And all the weapons have is a strength requirement. The armor has a level requirement. So if you're buying weapons, just make sure the class is listed for the hero you're looking for and that you have enough strength. So if I was looking for the Berserker and my Berserker had, say, 25 strength, I could get this one. So if I had that much strength at level 1, I could hold this axe, which has 55 to 130 attack, versus this axe, which has 20 to 54. So that's where using might stones on heroes that are level 1. So like if I was to summon a new hero and use one of those might stones, the portal or the dark summoner, which we can cover in a future video, that would be a way I could get a hero with a might stone on it other than buying one from the tavern. But you'd have to look at the back of the cards if you do go shopping for one of those. Basically, you would want to see anything that had a lesser might stone. Probably won't be able to find one at the moment, but let's see. Not sure how to get started. Well, what do you want to do first? But yeah, the easiest way to get started would be with the patrol on the Metis chain. The next thing we were going to do is look at the raffles on Sundered Isles. Let's go back there. Go to the registry. Okay, so when you patrol, you have to pledge heroes. Also need to be logged into a wallet and have heroes for that. But if you did, you would choose your heroes and they would pop up here and you could choose to lock them for the minimum of 30 days. And if it's a level 1 hero, the fee to break that pledge early, which you would do on this tab, is usually about 1 to 5 jewel, so less than $1 if you did want to unlock that hero before the 30 days. Whereas if you lock it from 30 days up to 6 months, it gives you more influence. And with that influence, you can go, don't see it on here, but there's a voting tab for the PvP once you're signed in. It's not showing up when I'm not signed in, but we can cover that later. And then the Raffle Master, if you open that up, there would be shells there and the daily quest with the weekly quest. So I'll have to cover that again once we're signed in. But the raffles have certain items that are mostly useful on Crystal Vale. Let me go to the bazaar to bring those up. Let's delete that. Okay. Back to here. So if you do partake in those raffles with the shells you get from clearing patrols or doing PvP battles or voting on matches and trading those shells into the raffle and hitting on anything, you could expect to get any items that say they're a crystal or a stone. And the things that are stones are used when you summon or dark summon heroes. And anything that's one of these crystals, we go ahead and filter this out. We have a lesser, and then just a normal name, and then a greater. So those are the 3 versions of any crystal or stone. Lesser being the lowest bonus. This would be the medium bonus. Greater has the max bonus. And crystals are used when you level up heroes. And on the Metis chain, that was at the docks with the Wanderer. On Crystal Vale, that's at the Meditation Circle, also called the Wanderer. Pinned at the post at the top. Are you talking about the guide, Renpen? But yes, so if you do partake in raffles, you can make use of those items, and or you can also look them up here if you wanted to convert them to jewel to get something else. You can also check the trader, which is using DeFi liquidity pairs instead of limit orders, which is what the bazaar is using on Metis and Crystal Vale. So these are users setting buy orders and sell orders, nothing from the team. The bazaar is all players who've earned items and are trading them. The market makes those prices. And I think that's almost the bulk of it. And then armor. So you have to be at least level 3 to use armor, but not accessories. Some accessories have a level 10 requirement. Most of them have a level 1 requirement. But for all the armor, it's level 3, level 6, and level 10. There's nothing higher than level 10 equipment yet. But I think in the future, we will have more PvE modes that will be dropping level 15 and level 20 gear. And again, if you're getting anything for your hero, just make sure the class is listed and you fulfill the requirements. And that you have enough gold if you're doing this method. The equipment vendor is also the most stacked on Crystal Vale. You do need to log in to see it. But on the Crystal Vale realm, you would need crystal tokens in order to buy them. If you didn't want to get gold from your patrols bridged over here to then trade in the equipment. But you would be able to do that and then bridge the equipment back over to sundials on the Metis blockchain. Same thing with pets. There's also a buy pets option. And when you equip a pet to a hero, they earn 4 to 20% experience, I believe. The mythic purple pets providing the 20% bonus. So that would be the purple pets, which are really cool looking. Yeah, no problem, Ren. Thanks for that. And if you own pets and you own equipment, and you wanted to get it over to that realm, you could equip it all to your hero through the hero tab. And if I would need to pull up a hero. Yep, so this would be how you equipped your weapons. This would be the weapon slot. This would be a shield slot. But you wouldn't have a shield on most heroes unless they have a shield already. And the shield you wouldn't be able to buy a shield that is until level 3, so you don't have to worry about that at level 1. Same thing with armor. The most you can do at level 1 is equip a weapon, an accessory if you get one, and a pet. We also have skins in Defikingdoms, which are on the equipment tab to buy, and they're also sold limited time-wise in the tavern on Crystal Vale. And this would be the tab you would equip any skins on. And this is the Visage shop. This is where the Defikingdom team sells the visages. And then after the time expires, I haven't seen any come back, and you have to go here if you want to buy them from any players that happen to be selling them. And if we go back to Sundials, it's very similar, with the pets working out the same. The equipment tab is the same. You got the buy tab and the my equipment tab, the same thing for visages. Let's close that. And the inventory, so basically these are the same action boxes on the 3 different blockchains.